The city of Chicago is going to be massive for Notre Dame's 2028 recruiting class. They must keep the top talent at home. Notre Dame football recruiting in the 2028 class could hinge on how well head coach Marcus Freeman and the Fighting Irish tap into the talent-rich city of Chicago and the state of Illinois. While the Fighting Irish have built impressive pipelines into Georgia, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, and New Jersey in recent years, and should continue to do so, the 2028 cycle presents a clear mandate to keep top local talent at home. Several prospects from the Chicago area are already approaching can't-miss status for Notre Dame, and the early returns suggest Freeman's staff recognizes the opportunity. Two of the most exciting defensive prospects in the state are edge rushers who could form a special tandem if Notre Dame lands both. Darian Prescott, a 6'6", 220-pound defensive end out of Bolingbrook, Illinois, carries a ton of untapped upside, and Notre Dame appears to be in a very good spot early on. Cameron McGee out of Brother Rice in Chicago is another talented pass rusher the Irish like. Still, the staff will face a dogfight over the next year and a half against Alabama, Ohio State, and several other programs. Both players are ranked in the top 10 for the 2028 recruiting class, according to 247 Sports. If Notre Dame lands both Prescott and McGee, it would represent one of the best edge duos the program has signed in a long time. I feel good about the Irish landing at least one of the two, but we will see how things develop. Tight end should be a critical position for Notre Dame to attack in the Illinois pipeline. Grant Bowen out of Immaculate Conception in Elmhurst, Illinois, may be the most versatile local athlete in the 2028 class. At 6'4", 220 pounds, Bowen has the frame to play tight end, linebacker, or even defensive end at the college level, although Notre Dame likes him on the offensive side of the football. As a sophomore, Bowen hauled in over 700 yards receiving and 11 touchdowns, lining up out of the slot and out wide. His combination of size, explosiveness, overall athleticism, and catch radius makes him an absolute mismatch as a pass catcher. Bowen currently sits around the number 100 overall player in the class on the 247 Sports composite ranking, but that number should continue to trend upward. Notre Dame has valued him in a big way so far, and I could see that continuing. Jack McNamara, a talented tight end also out of Brother Rice in Chicago, brings a much more traditional inline outlook at 6'5", 235 pounds with an outstanding frame. Notre Dame is in a great spot with McNamara as things stand. Landing both Bowen and McNamara would give the Irish a tremendous two-tight end haul without barely having to walk out the front door. One player generating debate is Caleb Tucker, a massive nose tackle out of Mount Carmel in Chicago. At 6'3", 355 pounds, Tucker's nickname is Bone Crusher, which has made him a fan favorite among Fighting Irish fans. Despite the massive frame, the big name, and the location, I am not fully convinced Notre Dame will push for Tucker at a high level. There is certainly intrigue, and he could end up being a part of the 2028 class, but I am a little hesitant to project him as a priority target right now. At offensive tackle, Wyatt Van Boning out of Carmel Catholic in Mundelein, Illinois, camped at Notre Dame this offseason and has impressed the staff. Offensive line coach Joe Rudolph is a big fan of the 6'7", 280-pound tackle, who offers a nice combination of size, length, and overall movement skills. Notre Dame has also offered Joseph Frierdich out of Carbondale and Ben Coleman out of Providence Catholic on the offensive line. Things are early with both players. Beyond the trenches, Notre Dame has offered top 50 cornerback Logan Thompson out of Althoff Catholic in Belleville, Illinois, Carmel Catholic linebacker Jameer Miles, and Mount Carmel wide receiver Marshawn Thornton. Each of those recruitments remains in the early stages, but all three are talented players to keep a close eye on. The city of Chicago and the state of Illinois promise to be incredibly important in the 2028 cycle. If Notre Dame cleans up locally, Freeman and his staff have a chance to create a strong baseline for another elite recruiting class. This article was originally published on A to Z Sports. Read the full story here. Notre Dame football and the 2028 recruiting class. Why the Fighting Irish must prioritize Chicago and Illinois talent. Copyright 2026 A to Z Sports.